call me crazy, but there was this one time I was on stream at twitch.tv/BRAYGANG, and we got into this big discussion because I was talking about a time, here at my house where I had a wasp's nest that was literally like, it was a problem. It was a problem. There were a bunch of them. They were swarming like my front door, so I had to sneak out of the back of my house. Had to call an exterminator, didn't get there in time, so with the help of my heroic neighbor, decided to help me take out this wasp's nest. It was crazy, it was tedious, but it happened. Then I'd say about a couple months later, I was coming home from work, and then my whole door was covered in wasps again, and I'm like, these nuisances have to go. So I went to the store, bought this wasp killer stuff, and I sprayed them all. They dropped like flies. Now, as I told this story, the chat was kind of silent. They're like, you can't kill wasps in Germany. And I'm like, funny. That's funny, because that's what that is. It's not a thing. Until I found out that it actually is a thing. Now, the origin of the conversation came from a video I watched from, I think it was Deanna and Phil. There are two expats living in Germany right now. I think in Hamburg, Germany, if I'm not mistaken. They might be somewhere else at this point, but they're definitely in Germany doing awesome content. And there was a video I reacted to on stream where they went to a bakery and stuff like that. They were trying different breads, and one of the places they went to was literally swarmed with wasps. I'm like, how do y'all just go ahead and buy bread that has been coated in wasps like that? You don't see that as a problem? Like, it wasn't like one or two wasps, it was like a whole legion of wasps. Like, there had to be like 50 or 60 of them. Like, it looked like a whole swarm was around the bread that was hanging from these little hooks and stuff like that at this market. So I'm like, why don't they just kill the wasps? And this is where I found out the horrifying truth that Germany has them protected. I don't know why wasps of all creatures are protected, but they are. Now, we have an article today that we're going to read, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about this. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comments down below, because I feel like all wasps gotta go. It says you can be fined as much as 50,000 euros for killing a wasp. One wasp. All right. Now let's talk about it, right? All right, stinging insects can certainly put a damper on people's outdoor activities during warmer seasons. A damper? A damper? It's more than just a little damper. It ruins my whole summer. Anyways, generally, people do their best to avoid encounters with wasps during the summertime. However, it is not uncommon for people to find themselves running from one single wasp while indulging in outdoor events. It only takes one wasp to cause a person to go running for the hills. Naturally, because they sting, and their sting is, it's painful. It's very painful. But sometimes running is not an option. Most people prefer not to risk killing an invading wasp, as sustaining a painful or even deadly sting becomes much more likely in this scenario. But you gotta do what must be done. Get a can of that wasp be gone and spray the heck out of that wasp. However, if a person chooses to kill an unwanted wasp, then who can stop him or her from doing so? Well, in the country of Germany, it is against the law to kill wasps, and ignoring this law could cost perpetrators as much as 50,000 euros in fines. That to me sounds absolutely ridiculous. Why? I hope this article breaks this down. The Federal Nature Conservation Act in Germany prohibits people from killing wasps and several other insects, such as certain beetle species, bumblebees, and butterflies. Now, I understand the bumblebees and I understand the butterflies, but why in the heck is wasps in that list? It's like protecting, boar or something like that. Like, boar become very invasive and stuff like that as well. And you could just eat them, you know what I'm saying? Eat them, man, whatever. But wasps, bruh, you can't do anything with wasps. I mean, unless there's something I don't know about, we might need to look at the benefits of wasps or something like that, because they are just literal nuisances. When I hear wasps, I see no purpose besides them stinging people. When I hear bees, I'm like, oh, obviously we can associate that with honeycombs and them making honey and, collecting pollen and da-da-da-da. Butterflies, same thing. They really they help the environment, clearly. But wasps, man, bugs don't even like wasps. I feel like they're like food for ants. Anyways, in fact, The law even prohibits actions in which citizens knowingly disturb wasps. However, the law does allow for the destruction of wasps as long as there is a reasonable cause for doing so. For instance, people who have allergies to insect venom can protect themselves by killing wasps if necessary. Since disturbing wasps is also illegal, removing problematic nests from certain areas is prohibited unless a permit for the removal of the nest is attained. You guys need to get a permit. This is literally by far the weirdest law I've ever seen from Germany. This is the weirdest law. Like, why? Why wasps? Why wasps? Jeez. Because I know someone out there has probably got to sympathize with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody out there probably got stung a bunch of times, probably tried to kill the wasp, and then they're like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like, that's just, you can't do that. You'll get arrested. Like, oh, all right. Wasps, man? Nah, look. That would be the first law I changed. Most pest control professionals naturally possess these permits, but unless you are an exterminator or an allergy sufferer, killing wasps in Germany can cost anywhere between 5 and 50,000 euros in fines. I would be damned if I had to pay 50,000 euros for killing one wasp. That's ridiculous. And I wonder what the price, or how the price is determined. Like, if it's a thick wasp, you get $50,000 fine. But if it's a little baby wasp or something, you have to pay $5. Although the prohibition of wasp murder is a federal law in Germany, the fines vary from state to state within the country. The law was enacted in order to deter people from killing insects that are important for maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. And that's what I want to understand. I don't know how wasps maintain a balance in the ecosystem. Do you think that fines for killing wasps in Germany are rarely enforced due to the difficulty involved with proving guilt? That's true as well. I was going to say that. How can you undoubtedly prove that someone actually killed the wasp? Don't know, because you show up to the scene of a event, right? And you see a wasp on the ground laying crushed up, wings all balled up and everything, and then you have someone that obviously snitched on you and everything, and you're just like, well, I didn't do it. Like, well, do they take like samples off your hand and identify them with the wasp? Is there like a wasp burial or something? I don't know. The bottom line is, why wasps? Why? It makes no sense to me still. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what makes them so special in the ecosystem. It's just, you seem aggressive. Matter of fact, let's go do some more research real quick and find out why wasps are important. Because I want to understand the logic behind this ridiculous law, in my opinion. Why are wasps important? Okay. Wasps are also just important to the environment. Social wasps are predators, and such they play a vital ecological role, controlling the numbers of potential pests like the green fly and many caterpillars. But caterpillars turn into butterflies. We need them. A world without wasps would be a world with a very much larger number of insect pests on our crops and gardens. Oh, so basically wasps just kill insects that would be detrimental to, like, farms and stuff like that, or whatever. That's so okay. Do not swat the wasp. Frontiers for young minds. Oh my god, this is so wasps are probably best known for disrupting summer picnics, but they are actually very important in keeping the ecosystem balanced. Well, we got to look at this because I have no idea. I want more details because I just can't accept all cookies. Let's go. So what do wasps do? Wasps have generally earned themselves a bad reputation. Clearly, because I'm traumatized by it and I've never gotten sting. They just look very aggressive. But despite their occasional aggression, these insects play an important role in the ecosystem. There are over 7,000 wasp species living in the UK, comprising a huge variety of the solitary and social species. The majority are parasitoids. parasitoids, which have the young that eat insects or spiders alive. However, the most commonly seen wasps are the black and yellow social species. Colonies of social wasps are considered annoying pests. They often nest in man-made structures and deal out painful stings if you get too close. Yet despite our grievances, the ecosystem actually relies on these underappreciated insects. So what are the benefits of wasps? Natural pest control. Wasps are probably best known for disrupting summer picnics, but they're actually very important in keeping the ecosystem balanced. Without wasps, the world would be overrun with spiders and insects. Each summer, social wasps in the UK capture an estimated 14 million kilograms of insect prey. Jesus Christ, such as caterpillars and greenfly. Perhaps we should be calling them a gardener's friend. But I just I still hate wasps. A common wasp, Vespula vulgaris, is on a pair. Adult wasps only feed on sugars, but hunt other invertebrates to feed their offspring. Wow. A wasp. Okay, Dr. Gavin Broad, a wasp expert at the museum, says wasps are generally apex predators. So if they're not doing well, it indicates that there is something wrong with the world. Wasps are hugely beneficial to their native ecosystems due to the sheer amount of insects they capture, but their ferocious appetites can cause problems if a species spreads or is introduced to new areas and their numbers aren't kept under control, such as in New Zealand, where there are no native social wasps. Where common and German wasps have been accidentally introduced to New Zealand, they've been stripping caterpillars out of forests. This is having a huge ecosystem impact, and the native birds have been declining. And I agree. That's my point, because you have that many wasps and they are going to cause problems. Yes, they get rid of a lot of insects and pests, but that's another thing. When they said they got rid of like butterflies, caterpillars, like bro, we need them. Adult wasps don't eat the prey they kill, they feed it to their young. Social species capture insects, chop them up, and carry parts back to the nest. Some solitary species are more sinister. For example, most spider wasps paralyze the arachnid prey using a venomous sting. Their larvae then eat the victim alive. There are almost 5,000 species of spider wasps worldwide, including 44 species in Britain. Look at this, god damn. They're going to town on this little fly. Wow. Well, anyways, basically the bottom line is, I guess wasps to some degree are useful, but I still believe that you should be able to at least take out the structures that are on your own establishment. Like if I have a wasp nest on my house and every time I walk in or anytime any guest comes into my house, they get stung, that wasp nest is a problem. You got to get rid of it. Like, I feel like they should be taken off the protected list, because it's not like we're going to go out and try to, make wasps go extinct. Trust me, there's plenty of wasps in the world. I think we'll be totally fine. But it's just ridiculous. I feel like maybe there should be areas, like jurisdictions, where wasps can get killed. Like in a city, there's no point in having like wasps just roam free. If they bother you, then kill them. If they don't bother you, then stay out of their way. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's not like I go like wasp hunting every day or something, but I just decided to make this video to rant about the problem with that rule, in my opinion, of the whole wasp killing thing or whatever. But I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash in this video, which I honestly don't care. Just let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts and feelings are with this topic, because I can't believe what I literally just $50,000 for killing a wasp. I can't believe it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I think I've done my damage here, and I will see you guys later. Bis später, Leute. Ich liebe euch. Ciao. Well, what a pleasure it is to see all of your beautiful faces at the end of this lovely video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know, as I've mentioned in the past, we do have a Discord that's linked in the description down below, and we would love to have you a part of the world's greatest community ever, Bray Gang. Yes, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're officially a part of the community. So go ahead, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And we also have other social media as well, like Instagram, Twitter. We're live. We go live on Twitch quite often as well. So it would behoove you to, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JamesBrayGang. Join the cause and be a part of the greatest, literally the greatest community ever. Okay? It's simple. Just go ahead and do those little things. We're trying to grow on all these little platforms and everything, and it really means a lot. Now, I know you guys stumbled up across the channel and you're like, what does this guy post? Like, what kind of content does he post? Reactions, vlogs, pretty much whatever comes to my mind. All right, it's random content. I don't know what I'm gonna be posting 10 years from now, but I do know that you can stick along for the journey, and it really means a lot. Now, for every single person that subscribes and follows all of the accounts that I have made, and all the links will be in the description down below, that's an automatic entry for any future giveaways I decide to have. I'll remind you when the giveaways take place, but you'll be surprised what I will be giving away because you guys have supported me so much up to this point, and it's only right that I do the same thing back. Thank you guys so much for being amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.